All right, we're discussing the showdown in Jacks to Open, and we pretty much got to the showdown in the last segment, but what happens in the showdown is that the player who bet or raised last must be the first to show down his or her hand. That was you in our example. So you show down a pair of kings with an ace kicker. Me, this is a hand that I would muck. I actually would never call with this hand, but for the sake of our example, I did. Now, normally I would muck because it's not as good as your hand. But I'm going to go ahead and show it down. And then the player to my left also cannot beat your hand, but he shows it down nonetheless. The reason being that I showed these hands is I want to make a point. For some reason, the player to my left and I stayed in a game of Jacks to Open. When someone had opened the betting, we stayed in to the draw round, through the draw, and through the next betting round to the showdown with hands that were not even Jacks, not even a pair of Jacks. Now, normally I wouldn't do this, but I did it here, and I want to make a point. It's really bad. Because to ride this pair of eights or this pair of threes, knowing that someone at the table has a better hand because they're required to have that better hand to open the betting, bad, bad, bad call. So don't do it. That's all I have to say about that. I do want to say that typically in this game, a pair of kings is a so-so hand. You're looking for two pair or three of a kind to win a game like Jacks to Open.